Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RIEDEL. This 2026 is a very special year for the RIEDEL family because we are celebrating 270 years in business. I'm here in Kufstein, Tirol, in the RIEDEL Museum, and behind me a very special piece. We have here a RIEDEL vase from 1905. This is one of the very first products that actually carried a RIEDEL signature on the product itself. It is this logo that inspired my father, George RIEDEL, in the 1990s to reuse it for handmade produced glasses only that come here from Kufstein, Austria. 2026 is a year full of surprises. We have lots of new items which I am going to introduce to you next. But first, I want to talk to you about RIEDEL Manufactory. Once again, we are reutilizing this beautiful logo, so join me on a journey how I came up with RIEDEL Manufactory and of course the rest of the new items. Here at the RIEDEL Glass Cabinet, we have over 50 years of RIEDEL design on display. Designs from Professor Klaus Josef RIEDEL, George RIEDEL, and myself. This is my think tank. Here I get inspired, and I got inspired for the all-new RIEDEL Manufactory Collection. The first handmade mouth-blown collection from RIEDEL since Sommelier, which was introduced in 1973. So join me now at the RIEDEL Showroom, where we have all the current glasses from RIEDEL on display, and learn how this inspiration takes shape on a piece of paper, and from there all the way to the production process of the all-new RIEDEL Manufactory. Here at the RIEDEL Showroom, we have over 500 RIEDEL items on display, from wine glasses to water glasses, decanters, and much more. It is right here where I put down my first ideas for RIEDEL Manufactory, and in this case it is a combination of RIEDEL Veloce and the original Vitis, which was then machine made in 2007. At the same time, this is the place where I get inspired to write the new RIEDEL book, Heart of Glass, in honor of the 270th anniversary, which will be available in March, at the same time as the two new RIEDEL price books, one for on-premise and one for retail. Here at the RIEDEL Wood Workshop, we are daily working on the molds. Thank you, Werner. These are the molds that give the shape of a wine glass. In this case, the mold is made out of pear wood, the hardest local wood that withholds 1,000 degrees when we blow the glasses into the mold. Every RIEDEL glass is a tool, it's an instrument. So of course it needs to be at its very best. We are not deviating. The glass has to support the quality of the wine, grape varietal specific. In this case, it is the mold for the Pinot Noir RIEDEL Manufactory Vitis glass. It is a perfect match. And here an overview of all the new items 2026. Over 50 new items. I'm going to show you them now individually, item by item. RIEDEL Manufactory, definitely the highlight of this year's new product launch, celebrating 270 years in business. RIEDEL Manufactory, handmade here, handcrafted in Austria by the most skilled glassmakers, I believe, in the world. Each glass individually packed, 2 collections under the umbrella of RIEDEL Manufactory. We have RIEDEL Vitis and RIEDEL Bello Rotondo, including a new decanter. RIEDEL Manufactory, as it is even described on the base of the individual glasses. RIEDEL Manufactory stands for best in class, super light, super thin, mouth blown, grape varietal specific. RIEDEL Manufactory also stands for art and craftsmanship. Since these are handmade glasses, there might be a small imperfection in the individual glass. It is not about the performance, because every RIEDEL glass is a tool, as you know. This is about aesthetics. When we talk about RIEDEL Vitis, it is the combination of the original Vitis from 2007 with the new RIEDEL Veloce. The glasses, perfectly balanced, and as mentioned, grape varietal specific. In Vitis, we have 7 different shapes, one for sparkling wine, champagne, one for Riesling, Chardonnay, Cabernet, Pinot Noir, Syrah, and an all-new, beautiful, super light, mouth-blown tumbler. RIEDEL Manufactory, as I mentioned before, is the first full mouth-blown handmade collection since the sommelier introduction in 1973. Bello Rotondo, different design, same purpose. Here we have 4 different beautiful shapes. Once again, pulled stem. Also here on the base it says RIEDEL Manufactory. One for sparkling wine, white wine, and then we have one for Cabernet and one for Pinot Noir. The decanter, called Exquisite, beautiful with an optic, holds perfectly in your hand, in the palm of your hand, has a little imprint on the bottom to rest your thumb, so you can pour proper and precise. This is the all-new RIEDEL Manufactory collection, handmade right here in Kufstein, Tirol. An addition to our unique and colorful Fatto a Mano collection is the new Dragon Red. We have grape varietal specific bowls, and attached is this unique and transparent stem. A new red, definitely a highlight for every wine lover when you decorate your dining table. Next, the RIEDEL Amadeo Figaro decanter, an homage to Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, who, like RIEDEL, was born in the year 1756. That's why this decanter is limited to 1756 pieces, and the limitation is engraved on the base of each decanter. Arancio and Onyx, 2 new Cornetto decanters, handmade here by the most skilled glassmakers in Kufstein, with new color scheme. Look at this, how this orange embraces the shape of the decanter. And we stick with color. Here we have the new Fatto a Mano tumblers, each one of them individually packed, 8 different colors, 2 sizes. We have the Piccolo and the Grande. You can use these glasses for white wine, red wine, but also of course for any other soft drink. These are not only cute, they're very decorative for your dining table, and of course all your friends will definitely have their favorite color. So this is a highlight, handmade here in Austria with a new technique, beautiful, light, perfectly balanced, and a charmer on your table. It's the new all-American bourbon glass from RIEDEL, a beautiful, but more important, most functional tumbler. It was developed through a classic RIEDEL workshop. We have tested bourbons from different producers to fine-tune this instrument. You have 2 glasses in a box that gives you all the information about the function of this glass. The tumbler itself feels very good in your hands, perfectly balanced. It says in the glass, all American bourbon glass, very stable and durable. But the best thing about this glass, definitely its function. You put your nose in here and you are in bourbon heaven. This glass communicates everything your bourbon has to offer. RIEDEL Loudoun Edition, 2 new tumblers, double fass, 2 colors, typical RIEDEL colors, red and black, obviously to celebrate 270 years in business. Fresh from the production, the all-new RIEDEL Originals, which is part of the most successful bar line collection, drink-specific glassware from RIEDEL. Together with our mixologist Zane Harris, this new collection was developed. 3 tumblers, rocks, double rocks and highball. The tumblers come, cocktail lovers, attention, with a perfect wash line and a measurement line measuring exactly 2 ounces. For every cocktail lovers, a dream come true. La Dolce Vita in the RIEDEL glass. We have 3 new colorful mixing sets. One is the Prosecco set. Each one of the sets comes with recipes. In this case, we have Prosecco on ice, Bellini and many more, followed by the RIEDEL Spritz set. Each one of those boxes comes with a price advantage. In this case, we have recipes for Hugo, Tocco Rosso, Sarti Spritz and others. And last but not least, the most colorful cocktail set. In this regard, we have recipes for gin and tonic, Sarti Spritz, Aperol Spritz and a few others. In my opinion, these sets need to be displayed in your store in a very large format. This way the customer can walk in, grab one of those colorful sets, and I'm sure they will agree. La Dolce Vita in a RIEDEL glass. In the sets, 2 different glasses. We have the extreme Prosecco glass in the Prosecco set, and new addition is the optical grape at RIEDEL glass, very durable for different mixed beverages. This glass is available in the Spritz set and in the RIEDEL cocktail set. Let's let our customers celebrate with us 270 years of RIEDEL by offering them these special value sets. It's a set of 2. 4 different collections are available. We have it in Veritas, Superleggero, Wine Wings and the beautiful and unique handmade collection Sommelier. Each one of these sets comes with a price advantage. It says value pack on the side. It indicates which glass is in the box, and of course it loudly communicates our anniversary of 270 years in business. Next to these sets we have also a 4-pack to celebrate 40 years of Vinum, and here we have the choice of 6 different shaped glasses. So let's celebrate 270 years. At the end, 2 new tasting sets to celebrate 270 years, available for a very limited period of time. We have the handmade RIEDEL Fatto a Mano collection, black tie with the black base, and we have my personal highlight, the RIEDEL Superleggero collection. The sets come with 4 different shaped glasses, grape varietal specific, the Chardonnay, the Riesling, the legendary Pinot Noir, and the Cabernet glass. So look up riedel.com and join me at one of my upcoming RIEDEL wine glass seminars. And now it's time to say goodbye. I hope that you enjoyed the new item presentation. And here's a little surprise. In my hands, the original contract between Johann Leopold RIEDEL, the 3rd generation, and his landlord. And with this contract, he was able to invest and buy his very first glass workshop. Here is to 270 successful years and yet another at least 270 more years to come. Cheers.